Welcome y'all to Robin on the Farm. Today I'm going to show you how to make French bread or baguettes in only 30 minutes. This is one of those lifesaver type recipes where it's late in the day, you need something else to go with dinner. You can have these ready from start to finish in only 30 minutes. And they are delicious. French bread or baguettes go with everything. So this is a good, simple, easy recipe to make. I'm just going to show you how to do it. We're going to throw everything in a mixer, let it knead, shape it into a loaf, throw it in the oven to bake. It's that simple. Now, before you even get started, go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. If you don't do that, it's going to take longer than 30 minutes to make. I'm going to start with 1 3/4 cups of lukewarm water. You want this to be about 100 to 110 degrees. That's perfect for yeast. So I'm going to use my Bosch Universal Plus stand mixer. You can use any stand mixer. You can use a KitchenAid, a Nutrimil, one of these, whatever you want, or you can even make this by hand. Now that we have the water added, now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now you can make these without sugar, but this does help activate our yeast, just helps it come together a little bit faster, which is the goal of this recipe. After the sugar, now I'm going to add some yeast. I'm going to use the SAF Instant yeast. You can use active dry yeast, but the instant yeast is going to work a little bit quicker for this recipe. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of this SAF Instant yeast right on into my mixing bowl. Now it's time to add the flour. I'm going to use all-purpose flour for this recipe. You can also use bread flour, but I'm going to use 4 1/4 cups of flour. Now I might have to add a little bit more as this gets mixing and kneading, but start with 4 1/4 cups and that should be about right. How much flour you need totally depends on where you live, your climate, the humidity, the weather. So it's hard to tell you exactly how much. It's better to read your dough. And if it's a little bit wet, just add a little bit more flour. If it's a little bit dry and crumbly, add a little bit more water. But this will be a good starting point. So I'm going to add 4 1/4 cups right on into my mixer. On the printable recipe that you can find down in the description or on my website, robinonthefarm.com, I'll leave you this recipe in cups and spoons and in grams. Okay, so 4 1/4 cups of flour right on into the mixing bowl. Last but not least is we're going to add some salt. You can use whatever kind of salt that you want. I like using this Redmond's Real Salt. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Definitely don't pour it over your mixing bowl. So 2 teaspoons right on in there with everything else. French bread is so simple to make. There's very few ingredients. It comes together really quickly and it is so good. Everybody likes French bread. I consider this one of my foundational recipes just because I've been making it since the very beginning when I was just a young newlywed trying to figure out my way around the kitchen. So this is one that I'd really like. Okay, those are all of our ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and let this mix up and knead. I'm going to let this mix up for about a minute or 2. I'm going to read my dough, make sure it's not too wet, not too dry, and then I'm going to let this knead for 7 minutes. My dough looks a little bit wet, so I'm going to add about 1/8 cup more of flour, and then it shouldn't be sticking to the sides or to the bottom after that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it another minute just to mix up, and then I'm going to let it continue kneading for about another 5 minutes. I let my dough knead for 7 minutes in total, and now it's time to shape this dough into French bread or baguettes. Now, you can just very simply bake your bread on a cookie sheet. That'll work just fine. But if you want to have a little bit more fun with it, well, there's also these really great French bread and baguette trays that you can get. This is my USA Pan baguette pan, and this is my USA Pan French bread pan. Aren't these so cool? What I like about these is that they're rounded and they're perforated. So you'll get those little holes at the bottom, just like the French bread that you buy at the store. So I think that's fun. Now, if you want to make baguettes, you can divide it into 3 or 4 and make kind of longer, skinnier loaves of bread. That'll make it a baguette. If you want to make French bread, then you're going to divide it in 2 and make 2 bigger, kind of fatter loaves out of it. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use my French bread pan. So let me just get my dough out of the mixer and I'll show it to you. Look at that. Beautiful dough, isn't it? It's not too sticky that it's sticking to my hands. If yours is, then right now you can put a little bit of flour down and just turn your dough over in it, kind of knead it out just for a minute or two, and that'll make it more manageable because you definitely need it manageable to shape it into these loaves right now. So I'm going to use my bench knife and I'm going to divide my dough in half because I'm making 2 loaves of French bread. Now, something that I really like about these USA pans is that they're non-stick. So I don't have to grease them up, don't have to oil them. The bread doesn't stick at all. These are really nice, high quality pans. So I really like them. It's really fun for me to use them. Okay, I like to put my pan in front of me so that as I'm pressing out my dough, I can see about how long it needs to be because I want this to fill up the length of this pan. So I'm going to kind of stretch it out, pull it out, flatten it out, press it out really, really well with your hands. You can use a rolling pin if you want, but you really don't need to. And once you have it about as long as your cookie sheet or whatever you're going to bake this on, then I'm just going to roll it up. Roll it up nice and tight. This will give you really good texture to your bread. You won't have any big holes in the middle of it or anything like that. Once you have it rolled up, then just pinch those seams together really well. Because we're putting this straight into the oven, it's going to really rise and expand in the oven. If you don't pinch your seams together really, really well, it's going to burst at those seams. You might do that a little bit anyway, but you definitely want to pinch it together and give it the best chance. Once you have those pinched together, then just roll it. You want to roll it a little bit too. That'll help those seams too. Try to get it the same thickness all throughout. You don't want it really skinny on this end and really fat on this end. Now I'm just going to put this right onto my baking sheet. There we go. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with this other half of the dough. I'm just going to lay it out, press it out, pull it out. Try to get it to be about the same size and shape as my other loaf. And as you're doing this, remember that this does not have to be perfect. This is your own homemade bread. You didn't buy it at a grocery store. If it looks a little bit rustic, then that's even better. It looks homemade, and you want this to look a little bit homemade so you get some credit for it. Okay, now I'm going to plop this on this baking pan right here. Now the next step is to score the top of it. That will help as it's baking in the oven. It'll give it an expansion point. It'll help that steam to release and hopefully not burst at the seams as much. So I'm going to take this bread loam and I'm just going to give it some slashes or some scores right along the top. I'm going to do this for both loaves. Now that the dough for my French bread is shaped and scored, it's time to throw this into the oven already to bake. I have my oven preheated to 425 degrees. I'm going to throw these in and let them bake for 15 minutes. I will let you see them when they're all done. My French bread is fresh out of the oven. I let this bake for 15 minutes at 425 degrees. Now, before you take a really close look at it, let me remind you that I said that homemade bread doesn't have to look perfect. Let me just tell you, these do not look perfect. In fact, these are probably the ugliest loaves of French bread I have ever shaped in my life. I don't even know how it turned out this bad, but they're gonna be really, really, really delicious, and homemade bread is always good no matter what it looks like. So it doesn't have to be perfect looking. So these might not be pretty, but they're gonna taste good, and I am ready just to go ahead and slice into this loaf of bread. Yes, I can smell it. Has a great texture. Just a little tiny piece right here. Let me get into it a little bit more. Now these are hot. These are fresh out of the oven. If you let them cool a little bit more, you might have a little bit better texture inside. This looks perfect. This is classic French bread or baguettes made so fast and so easy in just 30 minutes from start to finish. This recipe has saved me so many times over the years when it was almost dinner time and I needed just a little bit more food just to fill up some bellies. And this is something that everyone loves. Everybody loves French bread in my family. We like to make garlic toast out of it. Just eat it with some butter, some preserves. This goes fast. So I hope that you like this recipe. I'm going to leave the printable recipe down in the description and on my website, robinonthefarm.com. I'll leave you the recipe in cups and spoons and in grams, just like I always do. I hope that you really like this French bread. And I hope that it saves you some time in the kitchen too. If you happen to have any of your 30-minute French bread or baguettes left over, this is what I like to store mine in. These are our 11.5 by 17-inch beeswax bread bags. They're handmade by me and my daughters, and they are plenty big for this French bread. Thanks so much for being here with me on Rubbin' on the Farm. I will see y'all next time. Love it.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, loving each need, ground wheat fresh, sowing her seed. The smell of fresh bread rises in the air. Simple life without a care. In